Shut up, dude. Alright. Yay.
tight ends are out there. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought. Yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
30, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bengals nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Number 30 on the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Bengals.
And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The 34-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got Evans. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. A 6-yard pickup.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Bengals 41-yard line.
The wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that's the defense keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Out there. Oh, that's bad.
Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth 1st half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. The unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Sliding out of the pocket into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are
accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
For first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They go play action. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
28 all. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what was their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. As the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed. I
love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now the extra point try forthcoming. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Third and 2, now Burrow.
Get the fuck, man. This game be so capped, bro.
He's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third
so
down
fucking
conversion.
capped.
Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That's it.
And boy, that one drops
Hey, count that.
incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Evans, 33 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
18 on the play. First down.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get that one complete to Connor. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Steeler first down.
And again, it's Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a second down. Mayfield with it once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. They're going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Sack by Solomon Thomas. Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. From the Burrow. He's going to wind up in air. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
The running back again.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Now it's Burrow. And incomplete.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and short.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? Here it's 3rd and 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2. He got 1. And that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off around the 37. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 30.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Camille Correa.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Number 30 on the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight